When we are striving to create change, that is inherently a process of creation. And so it's important to stay in that state of creating and not fall into the trap of the opposite of creating, which is competing. So that's what today's video is about. I'm Michelle. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I'm here to help you uncover your blocks, get them out of the way, and start living the life you want to live, being the person you want to be. And we all deserve that. We all deserve to have our own lives feel fulfilling for us in the unique way that is meaningful to us. We often get confused about what is in fact right and meaningful for us, what path we want to take, what we actually want to create, because we take our focus away from the internal part of us, from the part that is guiding us through our likes and dislikes, through our feelings of ease and discomfort, and really working through where we feel resistance, where we feel called. And we take our focus all outside of ourselves and we focus on what's going on all around us. And not only are we just processing information of, oh, that's going on, that's going on, that's going on, we're taking that information and making it mean something about us, who we are. So we see what other people are doing and we are just arbitrarily picking things out in the external world about what other people are doing and then imposing those restrictions upon ourselves when we are in a state of competition. Basically, what we do is we limit our ability to create change, to create the life we want, to create any type of experience that feels really, really right to us by putting these boundaries and expectations on what is right, what is acceptable, what we can do, what we should do. And then that sense of satisfaction and fulfillment is not there. What does it matter if someone is doing something even similar to what you want to do and being successful with it or struggling with it? What does that matter to you? You want to do it. You have your idea of how you want to do it, how it's going to feel for you to have that experience, achieve that thing, be that person. And it's for you to explore that and become that and learn all the lessons on the way that are going to get you there in a way that's right for you. So we have to trust ourselves and trust the creative process and trust that daily living is a creative process. And so there is literally no room in your life for competition. That is a fallacy. That is a false programming that we have embedded in us, that we are somehow in competition with each other or comparing yourself with others. So work toward whatever your heart feels called to do, and do not for a second bother worrying about what other people are doing or what other people think of you, because it has no relevance to your life and there's no benefit to doing that. And as soon as you take your focus outside of yourself and onto other people and other circumstances, you are just siphoning off your inner power and inner wisdom and that connection you have to yourself and intuition and opportunity for ideas and epiphanies to come to you, to be receptive and create something new that, again, only you can create that your way. So when you start siphoning that energy off and focusing on other people and losing that alignment within yourself that I'm going to figure this out and do this my way, you are reducing the vibrancy and capacity to which you can find that really amazing success that is yours. So the opposite of creativity is not confusion or frustration or laziness. You can be in all sorts of states and connect with yourself and move through any kind of resistance. Part of creating is acknowledging the resistance you have to creating and working through it. But if you're just basically abandoning yourself and looking outward at what you should do for answers and inspiration in ways that are not about, oh, I see this and it feels good, but what are they doing? How can I fit in around them? Or how can I be better than them? Or anything like that, then you are limiting and making it much more difficult to create what you actually want. And ultimately, you often create what doesn't feel great, and then you just move on to something else that isn't very fulfilling, again, to try to get that feeling of satisfaction. But when you're making the satisfaction about being relative to another person, you're not giving yourself the ability to have that full and complete realization within you of what you created purely from you, only for you. It's a great feeling, and you deserve to have it. So focus on being internal with yourself. What inspires you? What lights you up? Where are you feeling resistance? Acknowledge that, work through that. It's all about the inner work, because through the inner work, that's where we change. And change is inherently creative. We are creating a different experience, one that is new to us. We are living in a habit of so many habits day to day to day. We're thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same feelings, having the same doubts, having the same worries, having the same goals, and striving, and still just going in this loop. And when we actually make real shifts, when we change our beliefs, when we are able to let resistance dissipate and let it go and really transform ourselves, we are creating a new experience. And we do not create that new experience by looking outward and saying, what is someone else doing? It's okay to have teachers. It's okay to have people give you more information and to be receptive to new information, but it's all up to you about how you use it, what you use, and the direction you want to take it. So there's nothing wrong with collecting information and looking around, but acting in a way that says, I need to do this because this is what someone else is doing, or this is how I'll fit in the mold with all these other people doing what they're doing, or I need to be better than them, so it doesn't matter what my secret little dream is, I'm going to just try to beat them because there's this need within me to validate myself, and it doesn't actually fulfill me. So any of those ideas, competition and comparison, have no space within them that hold creativity. So just allow yourself to be honest with what you want. Take the time to be real with yourself, to say, why do I want this? How do I think it's going to make me feel? Will it actually make me feel that way? Is there something I want more? Is there something that will feel more authentic to me? And just ask yourself these questions, and then take some time every day just to sit and let all the ideas of competition and comparison and any kind of fear or doubt about yourself just be not present in that moment. And all I do, and it works wonders for me, and maybe you have a different method, and I would love to hear that, but what I do is I just say, okay, in this moment, I have no resistance. I have no resistance to my goal, to any of my goals. And I just feel what that feels like. It feels very spacious. It feels very expansive and free. And it just feels good and light. And my mind feels clear. My body feels clear. And I don't have to worry about anything for those few minutes. And then throughout the day, every now and again, when I notice I start getting a little bit over analytical about things and losing my focus on just what I want and how good it's going to feel, I just go back to, okay, I have no resistance to this right now. And it feels so expansive. So it's okay to look outside and worry, but we need to train ourselves to do that less and less so that we actually can be in that wonderful space of creating what we want without limitations, without fear, without doubt. And even if you have all that, part of the creating process is working through it. So it's all a process. It's all an evolution. It's all you growing and learning yourself more and loving yourself more. And part of that is letting go of a fixation on anything outside of you, because nothing outside of you is going to give you that feeling of, I am alive and I am living my life like you can. And you choose that. Nobody else could possibly choose that for you or influence that in any better direction than you could internally. And so just focus on creating what feels right to you, and you will find that the path unfolds and it gets better and better and better, and you care less and less and less about all that competition and other stuff going on around you, and you notice that you truly do create a beautiful life for yourself, and you feel more at home with yourself, and that's what we all deserve. So if you'd like to work with me one-on-one to get rid of some of those limiting beliefs that are blocking you from just being in that wonderful creative space and getting what you want and moving forward, feeling confident, feeling good, you can book a free consultation below, and I'd love to chat. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best. Take care.